Can you get strong and build endurance at the same time? The short answer is yes. The longer answer is that how you combine them determines whether they help each other or cancel each other out. The interference effect is the phenomenon where concurrent strength and endurance training can blunt the adaptations of one or both. It was first documented in 1980 by Robert Hickson, who showed that subjects who performed both strength and endurance training simultaneously gained less strength than those who trained only strength. Since then, decades of research have refined the picture. The interference is real, but it's not absolute, and understanding the mechanisms lets you minimize it. At the molecular level, strength training activates the mTOR pathway, the master switch for muscle protein synthesis and hypertrophy. Endurance training activates AMPK, a pathway that drives mitochondrial biogenesis and oxidative capacity. These two pathways partially inhibit each other. When both are activated in close proximity, the hypertrophy signal gets diluted. This is why the order and timing of your sessions matters enormously. The current evidence suggests a minimum of 6 hours between a cardio session and a strength session to reduce interference. If you train both in the same session, do strength first. Lifting in a pre-fatigue state from cardio reduces force production and compromises the mechanical tension needed for the hypertrophy stimulus. Cardio after lifting doesn't significantly impair the strength adaptations already triggered. The type of cardio matters more than most people realize. High-impact running creates significant eccentric muscle damage in the lower body. This competes directly with recovery from leg training. Cycling, rowing, and swimming produce less eccentric damage and interfere less with strength adaptations. If your priority is getting strong, low-impact cardio is the better choice. Intensity matters too. Zone 2 cardio, conversational pace, 60 to 70% of max heart rate, produces minimal interference. It builds aerobic base without creating significant fatigue or competing recovery demands. High-intensity interval training, on the other hand, creates a much larger recovery burden and activates AMPK more aggressively. HIIT placed too close to strength work is where the most interference occurs. Volume is the third variable. A few sessions of moderate cardio per week alongside a strength program causes minimal interference for most people. But when endurance volume climbs above 5 to 6 hours per week, the interference becomes increasingly difficult to manage. At that point, you're asking your body to adapt in two opposing directions simultaneously, and something has to give. The practical framework is this: train strength when fresh, ideally as your first session of the day. Keep cardio sessions predominantly in zone 2. Separate strength and cardio by at least 6 hours when possible. Choose low-impact modalities over running, and be realistic about total training volume. More isn't always more when you're chasing two adaptations. For athletes who need both, and many do, periodization helps. Emphasize strength in one training block while maintaining cardio at a minimum effective dose. Then shift emphasis to endurance while maintaining strength. The interference effect is smallest when one quality is being developed and the other is simply being maintained. The Swole Journal tracks both your strength work and your conditioning sessions. See how your cardio volume correlates with your lifting performance over time. Because training smart means knowing how your sessions interact, not just how hard each one was. Get yours at swolejournal.com.